Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I've got an Andrew Wiggins build, so this is just after his probably best on court performance in game 5. So make sure he's a small forward and we'll move on. Now for the height, he's listed at 6'7", and I found that 6'7" was the best height for the build, so make sure you're 6'7". In terms of the weight, we're going to drop that down to 180, which is the minimum. This is to help boost some speed and perimeter defense. Because Andrew Wiggins is a really great defender. Now for wingspan, we're going to bump that up to 7'1". So you can go all the way to 7'4", but I found 7'1" kept the shooting quite high as well as the ball handle. So make sure the wingspan's 7'1", body shape's up to you, and we'll move on. So for the attributes, we're just going to bump close shot to 85. So, you know, being 6'7", you will have the ability to get near the ring and hit those close shots. So to get a high close shot rating is really handy, and it's just an effective way to get badge points. Now in terms of driving layup, now he's really athletic, Andrew Wiggins, and slashing is probably his primary method of scoring. So although layup is a bit iffy in 2K, it does come with some good badges. You know, slithery finishes, gold, fearless finisher is a good badge to help with contact on most layups, and it just gives us the 9 badge points as well. Now for driving dunk, he is known to be a bit of a posterizer. He has had some massive dunks in the past. So we're going to actually unlock the elite contact dunks with this build. We're going to put driving dunk to 92. So this build will get the elite contact dunks. And at 6'7" with a 7'1" wingspan, you should be catching a lot of bodies with this build. Now for standing dunk, we are going to push that to 45 just to get the basic standing dunks. So you will have those animations there. Now that's all for finishing. Now for shooting, we're just going to max out mid-range shot and 3-point shot. Now he's a really effective mid-range shooter off the pull-up as well, but he's actually become a really good 3-point shooter since his first 2 full seasons with Golden State. So this season and last season, he shot 38 and 39% from 3. So he's become a really effective 3-point shooter. So we want to get the 3-point shot as high as we can. And now for free throw, we're just going to put that to 80. It's just a solid rating for 2K. But you're left with the 27 shooting badges there. Now for playmaking, he doesn't average a lot of assists. I think he only averages about 2 assists for his career. But we're still going to push pass accuracy to 85 just to get that gold bullet passer. It's just a really great badge on the game. And ball handle, we're going to max out at 83, and then speed with ball, we're just going to bump down a couple to 76. If you do go any lower, you will lose a badge point. So I found 76 to be the sweet spot. You're left with the 26 playmaking badges. You know, you've got some great stuff here. Handles for days is gold. Pluckable silver, quick first step silver on a 6'7" player. So you got some really handy badges there. Now for defense, we're going to max out perimeter defense to unlock that Hall of Fame clamps. Now he's never been named to an all-defensive team, but he's a really versatile defender on the court. He may not be on those teams, but he's definitely a really great defender. And I wanted this build to be a really great 2-way player because that's how he's deployed for Golden State. He often guards the best wing player. Particularly with Clay coming back from an injury, he's still not quite the same defender as he used to be. So they often put Wiggins and Draymond on the 2 best scorers, if they can, if it suits the matchups. So 94 perimeter defense is really great for that Hall of Fame clamps. And then for steal, we're just going to push that to 86 just to get the gold pickpocket. He doesn't average a heap of steals. I think it's only 1 a game for his career. It's just great to have gold pickpocket on 2K or have that option there. Now for block, we could stop at 65 with the silver intimidator, but I found that I couldn't upgrade anything else to really give me extra badge points that made sense. So I just chose to push block up to 75 just to get that silver rim protector, and also you get gold pogo stick at 71. So gold pogo stick at 71 and rim protector at 75 to finish defending. So that's the 16 badges on defense. Now physicals, we're just going to push both speed and acceleration to 80. So, you're reasonably quick at 6'7". You should be able to, beat players up the court on fast breaks and things like that. So you won't be slow. Definitely won't be slow with an 80 speed and acceleration and 6'7" height. Now for vertical, we do need the 80 vertical for the contact dunks, so make sure vertical's 80. And for stamina, we're just going to put the rest on stamina. And that's the build. So in total, we have 25 finishing, 27 shooting, 26 playmaking, and 16 defensive badges, for a total of 94 badges on this extremely versatile, two-way wing that can playmake, can shoot from range, can clamp, got Hall of Fame clamps, and also the elite contact dunk. So, it's a jack of all trades, small forward, is really above average at everything and elite at finishing and defense. So you should have a lot of fun with this build. Now for takeovers, I just chose finishing moves because that's how Wiggins came into the league. He was a really good slasher. And then extreme clamps, he's definitely got the build and the athleticism to be a really great defender. So as you can see, I've made a two-way mid-range maestro with shades of Anthony Edwards, Latrell Sprewell, and Dylan Brooks. There's definitely a bit of Anthony Edwards about him, just real athletic scoring wing player. But we'll take a look at the badges. Now for finishing, I recommend just a lot of the slashing ones to start with. So you definitely want things like limitless takeoff, posterizer, slithery finisher, just to help get through contact. Unstrippable's great on bronze. And then the rest is up to you, what your sort of play style is like. I think for Wiggins, you probably want to look at fullest finisher because he does have an ability to finish through contact. He's really athletic and can get off his feet quickly, so fast twitch. He's really handy around the basket as well, so Grace under pressure might be a great badge. And then you want Lob City finisher because he's got an ability to catch lobs, and you do get the contact alley-oops with this build. And for the last badge, you may want to put an extra badge point in finishing if you do make the build, just to get Mouse in the House silver, or to upgrade Slithery Finisher or Limitless Takeoff to Hall of Fame. That could be something you could go with. Now for shooting, he's become a really good off the catch shooter. He's often on the weak side when they run sets. Steph and Clay will be on the strong side doing their thing in the pick and roll with Draymond or Kevon Looney, and then Wiggins will be out on the weak side waiting for his man to help defend and get an open shot that way. So we definitely want the catch and shoot badges, catch and shoot. Limitless spot up's a great badge, hot zone hunter, sniper gold, you can get that Hall of Fame of course. Limitless spot up just to help with a bit of range. Slippery off ball's handy just to help free yourself up around the court. Deadeye, Green Machine's there. Lucky 7, he does play for Golden State, that's 7-second offense. And then the rest, you've got 7 left. You don't have any post control, but you can always put Fade Ace on and that will still work. You've got Circus 3s there to help with any step back or moving 3s type of shots. Rhythm shooters there, you got set shooter. Corner specialist to help maybe to start with to get those corners as hot zones. And then he's reasonably clutch. I know he hasn't got a lot of clutch shots, but he's been really clutch in the finals recently, just with some steals, late shots, hitting a 3 when they're down by 2 just to keep them in the game. Really much needed buckets, in the third quarters, last quarters. So he's definitely a clutch player. Now for playmaking, we definitely want the bullet pass. It's just a fantastic badge. Got quick first step, stop and go, unpluckable, needle threader, glue hands, diamonds there. He doesn't average a heap of assists, so you could get away with not having that. Downhill to help with fast breaks, and you've got handles for days, you can push that up to gold. And then with the last couple ones, I find that tight handles really helps my dribbling. And then with the last 2, you may just want to put something on bronze, maybe hyperdrive if you find yourself doing a lot of dribble moves up the court on fast breaks. You could put an extra badge point in that to get that silver. But that could be a good layout. Now for defense, you have got Hall of Fame clamps there. It does cost 6 badge points, so if you wanted to, you could always put that Hall of Fame. But I find that if you're a good enough defender, gold is good enough. You can get interceptor silver. I wouldn't put it any higher unless you can get it to Hall of Fame. I'm not sure if there's much of a difference between silver and gold. I don't find that they're is. It's just up to you to read the pass. You know, you got pogo stick there, rim protectors be handy on bronze, on a small forward build, you know, pick dodger, intimidator. You've got pickpocket, you know, tireless defender. You may want to put an extra badge point defense to get chase down artist. You could make a really versatile defender based on whether you protect the paint or you just want to protect the perimeter. There's some badges here for you, whichever way you want to go. So that's the build. I hope you've enjoyed the video and I hope you have a really great day.